doesn't matter. Like, none of it matters. The Bible's not real. I don't think there's a God. I don't think there's any of this. Probably when I was like 6 or 7, my parents started taking me to another church for several years. There were a lot of other kids. I definitely got along with everyone really well. But eventually things really started slowing down there. People stopped coming, the services got smaller, and it turned less from actually looking at the Bible and learning about it into more arts and crafts, or go sit in another room so that you're not bored while the service is going on. And so one day I was kind of bored with that, and I decided that I wanted to sit on in the actual service itself. So I was in the service and I was listening, and I realized that it wasn't quite what I thought it was. So I started looking at the stuff on my own. And the more I looked at it, it just didn't make sense. Nothing I had learned, nothing I had read really added up to me. And so that was when I first started doubting everything that I was going to church for, and started questioning why I went. One day, everyone was ready to go to church, getting in the car, and I said to my dad, "Look, I don't want to go." And he just stopped. It's the first time I'd ever said that to him before. And at the end of it, he said, "Look, you can feel however you want, you can do what you want, but I bet there'll be a day in the future when you start believing in it." And it was like, no, that'll never happen. I think it was the Christmas Eve service. Renee had been bugging me for months to come. When we were younger in elementary school, I would bully her, relentlessly. I would just make her life terrible. And the fact that she was able to overcome that and actually befriend me, seek me out, and then start telling me about this, and then actually bring me into it, that's the kind of love I wish that I could get to someday. And so I showed up, and I walked in the doors, and I'd been here before, maybe twice. But just walking in the door with so many people there, and it was so festive and so happy. It was a complete departure from what my old church was like. And I actually felt myself having fun at church for the first time ever. We started singing the songs, and we got to listen to the message. It was incredible just to sit there and listen to it and actually understand that for the first time ever, I wanted to believe in everything that they were saying. And I really looked within myself and I was like, yes, this is something I want to believe. And we started singing Silent Night, and there were tears streaming down my face, and I looked up on the stage, looked right into Renee's eyes, and she smiled at me, and that was when I knew that this is something I had to do. This is something that I'd always wanted. The fact that we have a God that loves us so much, and I don't think that there's anyone else in the world other than Christians that believes so strongly in love above everything else. And it just makes me happy every time I realize that I'm a part of something like that. And I think baptism is the ultimate way to throw it out there, show people that I'm really serious about this. My name is Zach, and I've decided to follow Jesus.